right, I know you don't usually have take two on live TV, but here was my take two for the morning. All right, let's try this again. I apologize again for that little piece of dust in my throat. Anyway, the Johannesburg Metro Police Department has urged motorists to stay away from people claiming to be JMPD runners at their licensing centres who offer to speed up the process for around 650 Rand cash and disappear. Individuals often get sucked into the scam because of what they refer to as endless administrative delays, leading to long queues of frustrated applicants who have to wait hours before they are attended to. Well, joining us now in studio to talk more about this is JMPD's Edna Mamonyane. Good to have you.
Thank you so much, Leanne. It's wonderful having you.
Thank you very, very much. All right, so listen, I've been tempted. I mean, you don't want to stand in a queue, so somebody's offering to go stand in queues for you, and you're telling me this is one big scam.
Leanne, it is true. We have these people. These people have been there for years. Langlaagte actually was one of the stations that was rife with lots of runners.
Yeah.
And they will come to you and they want to assist you in everything. Whether you are going to renew your motor vehicle license, your driver's license, whether you are going to book for your learners or book for your drivers, that they will speed up the process. Some of them have stayed there for years and they know each and every staff member. So they will claim when they go inside to be helping a family member of theirs or something. Yeah. But in the meantime, they're there every day. So some station managers actually clamp down on them. In Langlaagte, I used to go there, sit every day with the station manager and help. And we managed to arrest a number of them. But the situation in Randburg, Leanne, was because our testing stations are very old. Yeah. We have problems every day. Sometimes we have to close because we have, sewer blockages, water is not working. It's a public place. We can't say to people, we don't have restroom for you, so we have to revamp. So we have revamped. Langlaagte is beautiful, brand new. Now we had to do the same with Marlborough. So when we closed Marlborough, everybody flocked to Randburg.
Yeah.
But with the research I did last week, it looked like some of the testing stations around the province, even in Limpopo, closed for the holidays. I don't know how they managed to do that because I can't close even if I wanted to.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. So now people were flocking to Randburg because Marlborough was under renovation.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so let's just before we move on to the revamping of the stations, which is good news for a lot of people that have experienced frustration in their area. In terms of the runners, there are some legitimate agencies out there that do this for a living. Do you advise, what should people look for? When do you know you're being scammed by these runners?
Oh, well, the people that are legit will have places where they run their businesses from, okay, like the offices. And there are people that will go and stop there because, Leanne, you'll be on television very early in the morning. By the time you finish at 9, the queues are very long. So yeah, you will go to these people and I need to renew my disc. That you give them because you know them and they have offices where you will walk in, leave your documents with them. They will go and queue for you. They're not going to say they stand outside. The runners at the testing station, they stand outside. Yeah. Because they used to be even in the yard, but now we chase them. So in Randburg, they stand in the parking lot.
Okay.
So they can spot people as they park.
Absolutely.
And they run to your car and say, I will do the service for you quicker because if you go to the queue, look at it, it's very long.
So the warning is do not, if you are approached at any testing station, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have done it and people have run away with the money.
Yeah.
And they say, no, he said he's one of your employees. You go inside this, they can't even identify that person is not there.
Absolutely.
Because you went through this door and out the other door.
Yeah, so there's no recourse for anybody who goes for them. So there's the warning for you. If you are approached by somebody in a parking lot, at the testing stations, don't give them your money. Don't think that they're going to help you because it is a scam. And that's what we are hearing. Yes. All right, so it's good to know. Go to a reputable agency. Now, a lot of licensing agencies, there's been some reports that they've been offline. They've been exceptionally long queues, a shortage of staff, a lot of frustration. What's happening in this regard?
Unfortunately, and when we are offline, we're all offline throughout the whole country because E-Net is, we use it as from the Department of Transport, so it is one source that our computers are using. So all license, if we are offline, we're all offline, unfortunately. You might find that the computers are not on, the cashiers or the renewals can be done because they can't access the E-Net itself. So if it's offline, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Sometimes it might just be one station that the link probably it's offline and they would have to call in the provincial people to come and fix it. The other issue that frustrates a lot is the eye tests, because sometimes you find that the eye test machines are off and then we can't do the eye test for the people. But there are people that know and now realize and are smart. They'll go and use go and get their eyes tested from their own private. What do you
optometrist.
call it? Optometrist.
Okay, so you can take your own private
test.
And
you bring the results to us because all what we want to know is your eyes are still okay.
And that'll speed up the whole test.
It will speed up the whole
process.
process.
To know.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know that they're able to bring their own.
A lot of people
results.
use optometrists actually, and then just come there because sometimes the queues to the eye test itself is too long. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you very much for coming in. Just to iron out a couple of issues, because I do know that there's been a lot of complaints about queues and also about JMPD runners and things that have been frustrating some of the people out there. So it's good to have Edna Mamonyane, who's from the JMPD. She's the spokesperson there, just clarifying a couple of issues for us here on the program. Have you been victim to one? Has it happened to you that somebody's promised you that they would help you in a parking lot in one of the licensing departments, and then they've gone and run off with your money, or they disappeared and you've never seen it? Have you been a victim to this type of crimes? Let us know and tell us where this happened so that we can at least tell the authorities and they can do something about it, because that certainly is a huge, huge issue when one talks about trying to get licensing as well. All right, let's move on to another issue this morning, and a big